Kochie's Business Builders is proudly brought to you by our partner Dell, helping small businesses grow.
This week on Kochie's Business Builders, special insights from Budgie Smugglers' Adam Linforth. We meet two Aussie businesses in need of help and team them up with KBB experts. Plus, an international expert on entrepreneurship gives us a lesson from legends. G'day and welcome to a brand new season of Kochie's Business Builders. Great to have you aboard. Look, we've got even more tips, great advice and business success stories than ever before. Plus, a new initiative. Every week, I'll be joined by an expert co-host who'll help me dive deeper into the real life issues facing all small business owners. First up is Adam Linforth, the entrepreneur driving the iconic Budgie Smugglers brand. If you know a bloke that doesn't mind showing his thighs, chances are he's wearing Adam's swimmers. Adam, this is a great turnaround story. You came on board in 2008. The business was selling 1,000 pairs a year, losing money. Now it's a global brand, selling hundreds of thousands of pairs a year. How did you turn it around?
We actually built a swimwear brand around mainly non-water sports. So you'll see it, the Aussie rules players wearing them, NRL players wearing them, and it was really competitive to sell swimwear to the swimming market with the likes of Speedo and that floating around. So we go, well, where's no one focusing? And if there's one thing I've learned in business, and it sounds counterproductive, but it's not to compete. Another way of saying that is differentiate yourselves. And so all the typical swimwear at the time was quite plain. So ours was loud. Most manufacturing then had shifted offshore. We decided to keep ours in Australia. Most people focus swimwear on fit blokes. We focused on ordinary blokes.
It's a fantastic story. Great insights. Can't wait for more tips throughout the show from you. But I want your thoughts on this next entrepreneur who dreams of an Australia powered by renewable energy, but he needs our help. Michael Valentine is the founder of MV Solar in the Hunter Valley. He spent over 30 years educating the public on the benefits of solar and training up technicians on the latest tech. And in an industry that's notorious for cowboys, Michael's the real deal.
Look, I've been in the industry for a long time, probably 35 years plus. My belief is to try and have a company that does the right thing. But the challenge to me, the real challenge, is to go from a business that I'm running constantly to be able to grow it.
MV Solar is a family business, so Michael wears a lot of hats. He's finding he spends so much time working in the business, he never has time to work on the business. And Adam, that is such a common problem with all business founders. How do you solve that?
You know, for us, we have some structured planning things that we do every year. So we have a structured time without distractions and computers that we build in to our annual planning. And then we set a goal for 12 months and then goals to hit each quarter. And then we have a half day each quarter where we check in and have that designated time.
How do you do it personally in your daily business life?
So I'm up at 5:30 and I work from sort of 5:45 to 7:15 and I don't open my email. And I also eat the frog. And what I mean by that is I do the thing that I really have to do and sometimes don't want to do first. And that gives me a bit of a sense of achievement for the rest of the day.
Eat the frog.
Eat the frog.
Okay, put that on your desk. I love it. To help Michael with more advice and the team at MV Solar, we put small business coach and founder of BX, Matt Alderton, on the case, and he joins us now.
David, I'm pretty excited actually about working with Michael and the team and the family at MV Solar. What we tend to find is you're the guru at your trade craft, but you don't have all the skills that it takes to run a successful business. And I can see he's running a great business, but he's ready to take that to the next level. And that's what I'd love to be able to help Michael and do with his business. It's pretty exciting, actually. I can see some great opportunities straight away, straight off the bat.
Matt, can't wait to see how you help, and you'll be in MV Solar next episode to understand the problems better. After the break, new research reveals Aussie shoppers are concerned about local and global issues and businesses better take notice.
Want to learn how to build a gold medal mindset from a world champion? Or find your life's purpose from a former monk? How about learning how to build trust from a specialist FBI agent? Cuppa TV is a new platform giving individuals and businesses live and on-demand conversations from some of the world's most inspiring experts and personalities. It's the binge watching that will improve the well-being, performance and belonging of you and your team, no matter where they are. So come and join the community at Cuppa TV.
If Aussie businesses are not thinking about their social impact, they better be. New research from Inside Retailer shows sustainability and the environment are big concerns for the average Aussie shopper, and they're prepared to vote with their wallets. A whopping 78% of consumers believe the behaviour of a brand is as important as what it sells, and almost half of Australian shoppers say it's important that retailers support good causes. 71% of shoppers say they would purchase more items more frequently from their favourite brands if the business had a positive impact and supported worthwhile causes. So what does this mean for Aussie retailers? Adam, sustainability now means sales and big business, does it?
With whatever you're selling, whatever the product is to leave people with a feeling, and then like the statistics show, then they're more likely to come back to you. So I think at every step of the way, you've got to look at how can we contribute in terms of good sustainability with the products that we're making, and then also to the broader community just beyond your direct business.
So what do you do at Budgie Smugglers?
We looked at where do we cause the most harm. And so we looked at the product, and actually the product's really good quality and doesn't turn over too often. So if you can make something that's quality and built to last, that's a good first step. But then we looked into it deeper. We actually use almost double the packaging to the number of items that we have, because we package them to protect them, and then also we're mainly an online business. And so one of the biggest offenders in the environment is fast fashion. So we've aimed, one, not to be fast fashion, and then on the other hand, to have all environmentally friendly packaging. Now that comes at a cost, but that's important to people that purchase from us, and it's important to us. You know, we're from Manly, we're from the beach. We want it to be as environmentally friendly as we can. So,
yeah. And what's been the reaction of customers?
Initially, when we made the switch, we did sort of announce it, and it was very positive. But I think now the market's changed, and people actually just expect it of us and other brands, and it actually saves you money in the long run because you have a loyal customer base rather than trying to chase quick wins and relatively minor savings in the long. And you
got to deliver, don't you? You can't greenwash it. You can't hoodwink people by saying we're sustainable and you're not.
You got to be doing it all the time, because if you just do an announcement as a one-off thing, people will sense that. So consistency and living up to your values is the key.
Adam, they're great experiences to share. Thank you for that. Important stuff to think about, that's for sure, for every small business. Now on to another subject small business owners cannot afford to ignore: cyber security. Louise Ridlin from the IT Lady in Sydney gives her 3 best tips for protecting your business from a cyber attack.
Hi, I'm Louise Ridlin and I'm the owner of the IT Lady in Sydney. We're a family business who like to help other businesses solve their tech problems. Here are 3 tech tips to help protect your business from a cyber attack. Number 1, keep your work private. In this age of hybrid work, that means making sure your hardware is built for security anywhere. Choose an operating system with inbuilt security features. For example, the Dell Latitude 5420 laptop has a camera privacy shutter. Number 2, invest in a secure server solution. With staff accessing data from different locations, you need a robust architecture to protect your data. Mitigate the risks of cyber attacks through choosing a powerful server with intelligence, automation, and recovery tools like the Power Edge server. Number 3, Use two-factor or multi-factor authentication to ensure that any apps you use will have less chance of being compromised by sending a text message to your phone anytime someone tries to log into your account. And there are 3 tips for today.
After the break, we see how Cameron and his brother Morris at Sparrow Agency spread their wings and grew a business of 2 into nearly 100 staff.
I'm Cam Bryant of Sparrow. We're a digital marketing business. We work with our clients to build digital media strategies. We work with a range of different businesses, everything from retail to e-commerce to large-scale Australian companies. We're a 90-person team based in Surrey Hills in Sydney. Over the last year, we've hired more than 40 people. And for us, it's been extremely exciting as we're able to bring more people into the industry and more people to do great work for our clients. Another great achievement for us in the past 12 months is we've had an acquisition and we bought a creative agency called Jack Nimble. We've grown significantly over the past year and there has been some growing pains. We've got a very tight-knit team and we sort of probably didn't have a culture for a few years. And a culture isn't everyone going to the pub together or drinking beers together. Culture is the way that people work together as well. Being open to new ideas, being collaborative with each other. We did a lot of profiling of our team, one of them being a HBDI profile, to work out where people had preferences. Were they more analytical? Were they more relationship, big ideas? Were they more organised? And the whole idea with profiling everyone and sharing this with the whole team is we can work out better ways to work together and to know the preferences of how others within our team like to work and the way that our clients like to work as well. So the American Express Platinum Business Card has helped us do business better by helping us manage our cash flows. We buy a lot of media for our clients and allows us extra time to pay that off. We put quite a lot of spend via our American Express Platinum Business Card, and that means we get a lot of points that we can then use for travel. Those points this year we're using to reward our staff. We have given all of our team 2 domestic flights to go anywhere in Australia, and anyone that was born overseas or from overseas or has family overseas, we have given an international flight to go home and to visit their family. My brother and I started this business almost 10 years ago, and we had never started businesses before, so we've sort of found our feet and learnt on the go. And for us, having almost 100 people is the worry of not looking after those people as well and not being after their best interest. The best thing about running a business with my brother is that we're family and we're a family business. Our mum does our bookkeeping, our dad does our IT and computers, and we've grown up together for so long. So we know how each other likes to work, we know how each other likes to have fun. We've been fighting since we were kids. So we know how to fight and to move past that and to work on a resolution of what's going to be the best outcome for both of us. My advice to other businesses that are growing is that no matter how fast you grow, if you're always putting your people first, then you're going to do what's right by them. We just want to keep doing this and we want to do more of this. We want to continue working with amazing Australian brands. We want to continue to build Australia's next leaders in terms of staff and in terms of businesses. And we love what we're doing, so we're going to continue to have fun and have a good time.
After the break, we connect another business with one of our KBB experts.
I'm Dr. Jana Matthews. I'm the ANZ Chair in Business Growth, a professor, and I'm the Director of the Australian Centre for Business Growth. We've worked with over 1,250 businesses since we started the centre about 7 years ago. What we try to teach them is what to do, when, why, and in what order. And so I want to share with you 4 clarities that's essential for companies to have if they want to grow. First is, do you have clarity of purpose? Why are you in business? And what are you trying to do with your business? Second is clarity of direction. Where do you want to go? If you don't know where you want to go, any road can take you there. Third is the clarity of structure. How are you structuring yourself? Which departments and divisions, which people and which kinds of jobs will enable you to achieve your purpose and your direction. And then fourth is clarity of measurement. It's really essential to measure how you're using the money, what's the return on the investment, what's happening in terms of product development, sales, and so forth. Measure and feed that back to your employees. Measure people on their performance as well as their fit with values, and measure the company on a whole set of KPIs. You do that, and you will be able to grow.
Now, Adam, we're about to meet a Sydney business that is struggling with a common problem post-pandemic. That is, how to pivot their business to meet the changing habits and preferences of their customers as they emerge from lockdown. LV Jewels is a family-run store located in the heart of Sydney CBD in the iconic Queen Victoria building. Owners John and Nicole Ullo have built a thriving business at their jewellery shop, creating personalised pieces for satisfied customers for years. Business was so successful, the couple even had big plans for expansion. Then COVID hit. Foot traffic slowed to a standstill and business ground to a halt. LV Jewels made a quick pivot to online to save their business. But coming out of the pandemic, it's left them with a new issue. Let's hear about it.
With COVID, we really had to relook at our business again, and almost it's basically, starting another business from scratch. We launched a new website and sort of our packaging and our offer all over, I guess. We've got everything sort of set up, but I never really get a return that I feel I'm really happy with. I see a lot of potential there, but that's where we've come to you guys with the scaling of that site.
John and Nicole now have a tough decision to make. Should they focus more on their e-commerce store or go hard on their retail presence? Or maybe the answer lies in a bit of both. To find out the answer, we've paired up John and Nicole with retailer extraordinaire Jane Kay of Bird's Nest fame, one of Australia's most popular online retailers and owner of a thriving bricks and mortar store. Jane knows all the challenges Nicole and John are facing. Having taken Bird's Nest from a small local operation in Cooma to a $25 million national business, we reckon she's got the right advice to help LV Jewels get back on track. And Jane joins us now. Jane, how are you? Good to see you.
Yes, you too.
Now, what are some of the first things that LV Jewellery should be looking at?
I think when you're at a crossroads, sometimes it's just really good to go back to basics. Why did I start this business? Why do I love this business? It's a long distance race for John and Nicole. This isn't the beginning of their rodeo. They've been on this journey for a while. They've been through COVID, which has been super tough for anyone that has a physical store. The first step would be to work out what it is they love about the business and what they see in their future, and then work out how does that play out when it comes to, because they're quite different businesses to run.
Adam, that's the issue of customers changing coming out of the pandemic, sort of thinking they're going to be exactly the same as before the pandemic isn't quite right, is it?
During the pandemic, everyone's eyes were glued to their screens. So often people were indoors, you couldn't get out. And now I think there's a bit of a craving of the opposite. I think one thing I do is just hang in there at the moment, and we're not back to normal, inverted commas, yet. So let's see where we are in 12 months and say, hang in there for the time being.
Yeah, and Jane, it's one of those things that you can be bricks and mortar and online and let your customer decide rather than you decide, is that?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think, we've got a chart at the moment that talks about all the channels in which our customers reach us, and it's not even just two things we're talking about. I mean, people can reach you through social media, and they can reach you through online, and they might want to ring you, or there's pop-ups. There's so many different ways in which we can talk to and reach our customers. And yes, the way they are shopping is changing, and if they're going to step out of their homes and go to an actual store, they really want it to be a great experience. Like we've just launched a lounge, which is, you know, where people come, and it's not even a store environment. They actually have champagne, and they have, you know, people are looking for something different.
Shane, that's my sort of store.
Yes, champagne works wonders. Just a few bubbles.
But what you're saying is that you're challenging us as business owners to say it's not online versus bricks and mortar. It is what your customer wants, you provide it, and could be a whole range of different channels to maximise your business.
It's about thinking about what could be the new channels, and I'm really excited to talk to them about all these opportunities that will be there out for them.
Well, we have chosen the best person to help LV Jewellery. I'm not sure whether pre-loved Budgie Smugglers will be a big thing with swimwear, but Jane...
Probably let that go through to the keeper, yeah.
Every business is different. Jane, I can't wait to see how you can help John and Cole unlock the potential of their business. We will be checking back in on a regular basis. Well, thanks for joining me for another episode of Kochie's Business Builders. Thank you to Adam Linforth for all your special insights, and put on your Budgie Smugglers. You'll make Adam sing for that.
Absolutely.
Good luck with it, mate.
Cheers, Kochie.
Don't forget that connecting with other entrepreneurs can really help you on your business journey. So find us on Facebook, LinkedIn or Twitter and join our small business community. See you next week for more small business advice and success stories. Bye for now. Next week on Kochie's Business Builders, Thank You co-founder Daniel Flynn joins me as co-host. Matt Alderton visits the team at MV Solar to get to grips with their issues, and we'll see how Ben Lipschitz of Food by Us has taken innovation to the next level.